What's going on, everybody? Nico Lins here, and I am here today with a big Treasure Key update, actually. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now. Treasure Key is under contract with a new buyer, but it's not that simple. It's actually a very complicated situation where I know a lot of the moving parts, but I don't know 100% of the moving parts. But stick around. I'm going to talk about it in this short little video update. Before I start, I do want to say that if you guys like what I'm doing here, you like my Treasure Key and Abacos updates, any of the boating stuff, subscribing to the channel would be giant. It really lets me know that you guys, want to see more of this, want to see more of what I'm doing, want to stay updated on Treasure Key and Abacos. Liking the video, commenting on the videos, all of that helps. I actually would really like the comment section of these Treasure Key videos kind of to become a little Treasure Key community where, everyone who knows the island, has an interest in the island, can go talk about their ideas, their thoughts, what they think is best, what needs to happen, what doesn't need to happen, all that good stuff. So leave it in the comments below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get back into the actual Treasure Key update itself. So there's a period of events that happened over the past 2.5-ish months that kind of lead up to where we are today. And so about 2.5 months ago, a good friend of mine, who's also a client of mine, who has a house over in Treasure Key, I called him to talk about business related with his boat and everything. I sold him his boat. And he told me that he had heard through the grapevine that things were happening at Treasure Key and we'd know more in about 2 months. And this is from someone I trust. And the person who told him is someone who would know exactly what's going on over there, if you know what I'm saying. And so that was my first little key, but I didn't have any more information than that, so I didn't really make any more updates. And so fast forward to about 1.5 months after that, which is about a month ago from today, and I actually got a text from Mirko Kovacs. For those of y'all who don't know, Mirko Kovacs is the Austrian investor who's actually a resident of Lifer Key in Nassau. He's the one who originally had the island under contract where the government did not give him approval, so he couldn't buy the place. And Mirko, and I've talked about this before, but Mirko and we're not friends, but we are acquaintances. He actually reached out to me a while ago when I first started making these videos in hopes that I could get word out about what he wants to do and all of that good stuff. And so I know him. And so he texted me to give me an update on where things stand with him. And basically he is not backing down. He reiterated to me that Treasure Key is completely blocked off from any sale until his legal proceedings are taken care of. And he is going after the Bahamian government, the Meisters. He's even going after the Meisters in American courts for discovery right now. And so it's a whole ordeal. And he reiterated to me that nobody is allowed to buy the island until his stuff is resolved. And the Bahamian government either pays him, $3.5 billion, I think is what he's looking for, or reinstates the original purchase agreement and forces the Meisters to sell to him. And so he told me, this is not my speculation. He told me 100% in the text that basically he's hoping that he can wait out this current prime minister's administration and wait for the next administration to come in, and hopefully they will give him approval. Take it as you will. I'm, attempting to keep most of my opinions out of these videos. I just want to relay information. But just from my perspective, it appears like, and I could be completely wrong, it appears like he's essentially trying to bully the government into forcing the Meisters to sell to him. My opinion, I don't know if it's true, but that's the situation there. And so that was about, a month ago. I got that update from Mirko. It was kind of depressing, but again, I didn't know a whole lot more information, so I didn't make a video on it. And so fast forward to last week, 2 weeks ago maybe, and this coincides with pretty much exactly 2 months after my friend told me, there was stuff going on at Treasure, 2.5 months ago now. But, 2 weeks ago, a good friend of mine reached out, and this is someone I trust, someone who's very prominent over at Treasure Key, someone who actually got me my job at HMY Yacht Sales, good friend. He knows what he's talking about too, that Treasure Key is officially under contract with a new buyer. I don't think I'm allowed to say the new buyer's name just yet. I don't know if I am or not. I know who it is. We have several common connections, but I will find out if I'm allowed to release that. And if I am, I'll tell you guys. But he got the island under contract. He's a very prominent developer. He has a lot of experience doing, similar, large scale developments like this, town developments, if you will, neighborhoods, that kind of stuff. And like I said, I don't know him personally, but we do have a lot of common connections through business and also through friends. And so I did just a little bit of, due diligence on my part to get more information, just so I can tell you guys. And essentially every single person I talked to said this is the man for the job. He's the guy who you want to buy and rebuild Treasure. He has experience doing it. He has the financial backing to get it done. And the most important part to many people, and the most important part to me, is he knows Treasure Cay. He owns a place on Treasure Cay. He has a boat that he fishes out of Treasure Cay on. It's a place he knows. He's a fisherman. He's been going there for quite some time, which I know to many people this doesn't matter, but to me, I would like to see someone who knows the island and knows what it was. Buy it to, obviously to buy it and make it nice again. It's going to have to be nicer than it was in the past. It's not going to be the same. It's going to have to be a little bit bigger because it has to make financial sense for someone to buy it. But someone who knows Treasure Cay and knows what it was and knows how the island felt. And so everyone I talked to, spoke very highly of this man and his ability to get the job done. So fingers crossed. Again, I've told you I'm trying to keep my personal opinion out of these videos. And so I'm not going to kind of go into who I think's best, why I think they're best. But I will say, of the two options, I have a lot more faith in this current guy who has the island under contract. Everyone I talked to recommended him very highly, said he's a good guy, he knows what he's doing, so we'll see. But at the end of the day, he's not allowed to do anything, supposedly, until the whole situation with Mirko and the whole lawsuit is taken care of. And so it's kind of up in the air right now. He wants to buy the place, but as an investor, he's not going to wait around for years and years and years and years and years, So I'm just praying and hoping for a somewhat quick resolution to Mirko's legal proceedings with the government. I hope the government moves swiftly to kind of, take care of those lawsuits, whatever way they have to do it. And so that's where we stand. It sucks, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think, I can see it. I think the future of Treasure Cay is going to be bright if this individual is able to get it done and buy it. I will say that, and on a side note, won't take me long, that something needs to happen at Treasure Cay. I had a local at Treasure Cay reach out to me, through YouTube. Actually, he called me and just told me, people need to start coming back to Treasure Cay. The local businesses, the local people, they're hurting. They're not getting the business, the money they need just to survive and live, a proper life. And so I'm really hoping the Bahamian government figures something out and can move somewhat swiftly, because Treasure Cay needs it. Treasure Cay residents need it. The people need it. The locals need it. It's not a good situation right now. And so I hope this guy is able to buy it, move forward with his plans, and do it quickly, because obviously for us tourists, we want it to go vacation. But more importantly, the Bahamian people, man, they rely on tourism and our money coming in. And so without it getting rebuilt, there is none of that. And so that's where we stand. We have one party locking it up in litigation, one party who wants to buy it. We'll see what happens. I hope something happens quickly, but stick with me. I will be in the Bahamas in probably 3-ish weeks, and I'll be posting some more stuff when I'm over there. If you guys have any questions, want to see anything, let me know. I'm here to help, and I will see you guys probably in some more boating videos in the meantime, but the next Treasure Cay video will probably be in 3 to 4 weeks when I'm over there. Because some stuff has been going on over there. I was there last week, and there's a little bit of improvement. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like it if you did. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.